Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the biggest fight of the night.
That's accurate.
In the blue corner, his professional record is 0-0. He stands at 5'11", and his weight is 315 pounds. He fights with Ground Zero Fighting Systems out of Huntington, West Virginia. Please make welcome Chris Footer Miles. And in the red corner, his record also 0-0. His height, 6'5". His weight, 310 pounds. He trains with the Cage MMA out of Montgomery, Alabama. Please make welcome Stanley Pro Gauge Tippins. Your referee for this fight is Joel Forsythe.
Both of these fighters making their pro debut tonight. Mr. Joel Forsythe, the referee, is about to call them to the front.
Yeah, they both had similar amateur records. Tippins was 4-1 as an amateur, and Miles was 5-1. So
very similar.
Yeah, it's a stiff pro debut for each of these guys. You got Tippins looking like he's ready to go.
Something about Christopher Miles, though, just says West Virginia Mountain Man, don't it?
God, tough as nails.
Both of these guys taking the winner. I do believe that both of these guys, whoever wins, the loser is probably not going to be decision.
Well, we see Stanley is clearly the taller, longer fighter, and he looks to use his range and strikes to keep Miles away.
Yeah, so Miles' best bet is either he's got to get all the way away from him or he's got to get right up on him. If he's sitting in that mid-range is where he's going to have his problems.
He's going to get picked apart.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And if you look at you look at Tippins, I mean he's cool cucumber, man. That guy's in there chilling out.
Yeah, he got a little overzealous there.
Yeah, and Chris Miles took advantage of it. Now he is on top, inside control, looking to pass. Oh man, good little scramble there by Tippins.
Well, you know the thing about Mills is what we had said. He's a state champion wrestler, and West Virginia's not a real big state. They're not real known for the wrestling, but he's got decent hips. I mean, there's. You can't take that away from him.
Well, he's pretty quick on that entry inside a single leg and tipped him over.
Trying to get that arm, but he turned it loose.
So Tippins is going to have to – he might have to put himself in an uncomfortable position in order to get up.
Yeah, what do you do with 300-plus pounds laying on top of you?
Well, the good thing is they're both 300 pounds, so –
Yeah, I would tap. That would be – that's enough.
But I would hope to breathe, maybe.
He needs to get this topside underhook and get to that bottom hip, maybe get to the cage and start to work the way up the cage or, work to combat base and stand up, do it the technical stand-up.
Post up, something like that, yeah.
He's just trying to hold him down and hope that the referee stands him up. That's – I don't like to bet on that because, these guys are heavyweights. You're not expecting them to do much anyways. So the ref's not going to be quick on the trigger with that.
Miles is looking, though, to push this. He's not going to let him wait around.
No, he's going to stay as active as possible because what he's doing, he's nickel and dime in the round right now. He's just taking time. And, the punches he's landed aren't super powerful, but what he's doing is he's getting ride time.
Yeah, well, what he's doing is drowning him. He's going to ride on top, get him tired, and eventually they'll start offering up submissions more easily, and they won't defend it as hard either.
2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. So we're only halfway through round one. Yeah. It looks just from body language that Tippins is already starting to feel the weight of Miles being on him.
He is, but he's not breathing hard. Like he's still, to his credit, he's still relaxed. And
he's finna get crucifixed right
here.
here.
About to say Miles had that one arm trapped down, but he got it out. Miles is sneaky, getting a lot of elbows in and forearms in here and there on this.
He's doing an awesome job of being active, staying on top. Sometimes he tries to pass the guard, but when you have the underhook and the topside half guard, man, proceed no further. This is the best position for ground and pound.
Yeah, especially with the positioning against the cage right now. Miles he's staying busy enough for the referee not to break him up, and that's a smart thing for him to do.
Tippins here, though, it seems like he's just okay laying there and being that close to the cage.
I think what he's trying to do is he's just trying to kill time. He's trying to kill time and maybe nullify any offense, hoping the referee stands him up. But it's not a real smart thing to do because you lose a lot of the round.
Well, if something don't change, I believe we're probably looking at a 10-8 round if this stays like this.
There's not enough damage.
Yeah, he's not doing enough damage. Now, if he was just, raining down punches and the ref's telling him to move or he's going to stop the fight and, it's going like that, then yeah.
Man, I thought for a second he's about to bring that knee down. That would have been a scary thought, wouldn't it? Highly illegal, but scary. He stopped it just in time.
He's really hunting for this Americana Kimura submission. He's got the crucifix now. He could end the fight with, with just raining punches with his left hand.
Yeah, what surprises me is I think Chris should be using more elbows. He's doing a lot of hammer fists and he's peppering them, but you're not seeing a lot of elbows out of him, which is I think something that his corner should be yelling at him at this point.
I see Stanley try to start these scrambles, but he's just like turning on his back instead of trying to get up. So it's
almost like an upside down turtle, just spinning around on his shell.
He's not doing much from the ground, so he needs to.
He got what he wanted. He got the stand up.
15 seconds though. There's not a lot of time to do anything.
Which is what we were saying. The problem with the strategy.
You better give him a combo.
You better throw something if he wants to. He got what he wanted. You better unload.
Yeah.
And back down again.
You know what? He almost looked like he was trying to go for almost like a guillotine.
Man, he needs to defend those takedowns. Those guillotines, the bigger you are, I feel like the harder it is. Especially a guy like Miles with that short, kind of Barney Rubble body frame, no neck, traps. He's going to be hard to choke.
Now, if you're in Miles' corner, what are you telling him right now?
Do exactly what you just did. Wait for him to come in, give a little bit, because Stanley, 2 times he got taken down is when he was trying to throw heavy shots and stepped in too heavy on his feet. And Miles went under, grabbed that single leg and dumped him.
If I'm Miles, I'm also trying to do a glove touch. I'm trying to shorten that reach up. I'm going to try to close that distance right away and grab that takedown because Tippins wasn't any real rush to get out from underneath him.
Yeah.
And that could prove to be a big mistake.
Now, right before we start the round, Peter Zahil, he's cornered guys in the UFC. He's Tippins' corner man. What did he tell Tippins?
What I would have told him to stay on that jab heavy. You don't need to pursue so much. You have the reach. He's not like super explosive moving forward, so you don't have to worry about him like slipping and catching you with something.
You know what I'm thinking?
Be patient.
I think Tippins is going to wait for that knee. He's going to wait for Miles to come in with that shot and that knee.
Get him that knee. Oh! He rocked here. Oh, my goodness. This fight is over with. What a massive kick.
Man, the sweat flew off his head.
Man.
Oh, my God.
How in the world, man? Sometimes in this, you have such explosive moments. You do not know how to capture
look at
them.
Miles. Look at Miles. Miles ate it, and he's sitting there. He's a little mad right now.
That is super
But I tell you what,
impressive.
that guy can be. He's a pretty. Even with that kick, that man right there is a good nail.
That is super impressive for a big guy to get his leg up that high. That's 300 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not forget.
Man, heck of a finish there.
300 pounds that can throw a decent head kick.
That was nice.
His foot was 5 foot 10 inches in the air.
Yeah, and he wrapped his foot around his head. Just look at the sweat fly off Miles' hip.
And how disappointing for Miles. He clearly won that first round. Was planning on cruising probably the next 2 rounds, and wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, 17 seconds into round 2. Joel Forsythe, your referee, has called it to a stop due to TKO, and your winner from the red corner, Stanley 12-gauge Tippins!
And we got another heavyweight prospect.
We're here with the winner, Mr. Stanley Tippins. Man, round 1. You found yourself on your back. What was going through your mind that entire round?
I mean, he wasn't doing nothing. He got pillows in his gloves. I wasn't feeling nothing. I just knew it'd take one shot. All it takes is one shot. That's why they call me 12 gauge.
Well, now 12 gauge, if that's what we're going to call you now. Second round, you came out. That was a heck of a kick.
I already knew he was scared of me from round 1. All I had to do was throw something for it to land. Hey, I got my second win with the Cage MMA. I need everybody, if you in Vestavia Hills, come chill with us. This is what you're gonna get. This is what you're gonna get.
Congratulations. Give it up one more time for the winner, Mr. Tippins.